LT's part of my plans at 99, and Dick Lane's part of my plans, that 98 Dick Lane.
Yeah, hopefully.
So they'll get another shot on
I could just spend the whole mill right now on Dick Lane. It's one player.
No, you couldn't.
I could.
No, you could not hit the 99.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
That card's like 2.2 mil.
Taking over for their next possession.
Oh shit! I thought it's a 98 that Dick Lane.
It is, but power up is 99.
Oh, you mean like with the training to power him up and every piece of it? Like that?
No, it's the 98 overall card is 2.2 mil.
Shit! I could have sworn earlier was wow. That's
yes. Dude, this kid sucks really bad. Just get off the field, man, please.
Get off the field, nigga.
Yeah, me and CJ played a game. Dude, me and CJ play a lot, honestly. You just are never on.
Bro, can this guy Jay get mad at me? Like, bro, yesterday was 2K day. Like, that's it. Like, it's over.
That's most of the reason why I got off. Like, I was tired of playing 2K.
Yeah, it was 4 times rep. Like, that's why I was on. But now it's over.
Yeah.
So it's like bro, like what? Like, tell this nigga, man. I've been telling you.
Bro, who plays DC, my man? Like, it's not funny. Gay, dude.
Come from behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company, and absolute.
Dude, I would rather watch him play than that.
Really good.
I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
I'm going long. I'm in the end zone. Patrick Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Walter Payton.
2 o'clock, huh?
Good pick up there. 26
my plan is to get 99 over on Mahomes.
I mean, you already got him.
No, I don't.
Well,
my Mahomes 97, 98, or 98 with Kim's.
oh yeah.
Oh, come on. If that's an accurate ball.
And it took the ball off course.
Bro, you know I ran 2 sessions last night. Like when I got back from the gym, I ran another 2K session.
Really?
Well, if it's 4 times rep, I'm gonna do 2 sessions.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
How is Reek not burning the shit out of him?
And this is going to wind up incomplete.
So weird.
Do they ever have something like that in here? Something similar? Like what's this version of that on Madden?
Now they face a 3rd and
House
10
rules.
after back-to-back
house rules.
incompletions.
Which there's one going on right now. You should do it.
Flush to his right.
You can get a 92 overall UL.
Yeah, bro, house rules. I played that
No, it's solo battles.
Yeah, bro, that is not enjoyable for me.
It's not enjoyable for me either, but that's how I got top 100.
Yeah, I know, but you can handle it. I can handle it.
It's like games that take like 5 minutes apiece.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna give it
And it's complete.
I would. Dude, think about it. It's 70 trophies, 80,000 coins, and a 92 overall UL, which is add on top.
Yeah, so you want to know about my team. So I'm on the road to Joey Bosa. I'm planning to get Dick Lane.
How many trophies do you have?
I got like 200 maybe. I don't know the exact number. But I don't know the exact number. So yeah, I'm on.
Oh, yo, you read me.
I know. Oh shit.
Mahomes go. Mahomes go. Oh, it's Walter. Please, just don't do a hit stick. Don't hit stick.
Yeah, so LP's in my plans, Dick Lane, Kuku maybe, and then the nigga Bosa.
What about Dion?
Maybe.
I definitely recommend Dion.
Dion? Yeah, I like Dick Lane. Dick Lane. If I have to pick between him and Dion, it's still gonna be Dick Lane.
Oh, Caps don't touch the kicker.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report.
But he just bricked a field goal and he gets to redo it because you just fucked his kicker.
What? And a chance to get there, he usually does.
Oh, he's going for it. Blitz, run, commit up the middle.
I did.
They're going to try and run.
Maybe you'll do it too. You want to run the ball a couple times?
Yes, I do. Who gets the ball second half? I forgot.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it?
I really can't remember.
who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Cinnamon football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy.
You do?
Yeah.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
Fixing my phone
Because the great
setup.
ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, touchdown. Walter Payton, 84 yards. And these guys get the quick strike touchdown. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge,
let's go for 2.
you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, that's how you answer a one-play drive. With a one-play drive of your own, and you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course,
This might actually be an important drive because I don't know who he might be able to see the second half.
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick.
Important drive.
Pick this shit up.
And the Jets have got it. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Oh, y'all actually did. Oh, yeah, he texted me.
I don't know if you were still in there.
No. I like that.
Oh, yeah. So like, there were 4 playoff games. You helped, like, you and him won the first 2 together. And then the other 2, like, you got kicked out of. But, like, he helped me out to get his part. You know, that was,
Nice gain of 21 yards.
So how many Super Bowls do you want?
Back-to-back good plays. Have them
probably
on
like 4, I think like 4 or 5, yeah.
My goal is to get you 10 by the end of the year.
Inside the 5 at the 4.
Of which it should be possible.
To be real, I've been in like 6. I got robbed of a couple.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
There's not a better fit of things than the people standing in Kansas City legend. He is
4 yards on a touchdown grab.
Let's go this drive. This guy's not quitting.
Hey, run from up the middle. He's doing that same pullback dive. Oh, he's not.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Hey, get behind me,
I want to chase him down with Tyree.
No, get behind me, please.
Gone.
Oh, you're too far.
Go.
I wanted to pitch it to you.
Oh, no.
It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play
Let me get this.
backfires in a big way. It's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Get this.
This will be taken in at the 1.
Garbage.
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Huh. I smell garbage.
I'll give it next time. Oh, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time,
Let's go.
but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can
for the first time, I watched the full podcast today. Like the first time ever.
When are we going to do our Super Bowl one?
This is the Super Bowl one.
Good coverage downfield.
So what's your opinion?
Picking up the first down on a 13-yard
run. This is the Super Bowl?
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
No, it's not.
I know, what do you mean it's not?
I didn't have time to do any advertisement.
Well, it's one topic, the Super Bowl. So what are your thoughts?
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
So this has been a lot like a tennis
stop this one and title
These
it.
offenses having their way so
Okay,
far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most
Get the music
points in this
ready,
game.
too.
Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Chase Power, and we're doing the Super Bowl podcast.
New York offense
we already kind of did a version of this right after, but this is the legit one. So we're going to go ahead and start with the MVP. So Chad, how do you feel about Damien Williams not winning MVP despite his stats and Mahomes winning it, even though his stats were still great?
You know, I mean, the quarterback position holds the MVP spot for most Super Bowls. Very, very, very rarely does any other position get it. I feel like Damien Williams should have got it because he had 2 touchdowns and I believe exactly 131 yards in that game combined. And so I feel like he should have got it, but I mean, really, I enjoy Mahomes getting it. Just had another accolade to why he's one of the best quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree. The quarterback usually wins the MVP. There's some rare cases, like the previous Super Bowl, which Edelman won it, even though Brady was in the game. So yeah, there's just one exception. Next question. We're gonna look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs' offense severely struggled in the first half, and they were able to bounce back in the second. What do you think was the main reason for that?
I feel like it's Andy Reid in the locker room during halftime, and the fact that Mahomes just gets people all hyped up. I mean, even fans, everything. It's just a big thing. He realized he was down, and coming out of that second half. I mean, in my opinion, I don't think he really struggled. It was all tied up going into half. He didn't do good, but he was going against like one of the best defenses like in the whole league. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I mean, he's going against Sherman and all of them. And one thing is he did make Sherman look silly there in the second half with Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. I mean, I think they were the best defense in the league this season, with people like Armstead, guys like Sherman, and yeah, and I thought when San Francisco celebrated after Mahomes threw a pick late in the second half, or it was the fourth quarter, they kind of did that group celebration in the end zone. I thought it was over at that point. But then Kyle Shanahan started changing up the play call a little bit. They stopped running the ball that much. They kind of went away from their identity. And then, yeah, the Chiefs capitalized, had 2 great drives with Kelsey, and I believe it was D-Will. And yeah, moving on. Let's take a look at Jimmy G. He really had this game in wraps. Do you feel like it was more his fault that they lost and couldn't just hold out the lead, burn the clock, run the ball like they always do? Or do you think it was more about Kyle Shanahan's play calling and started playing conservative like he did in the Falcons Super Bowl when he was the Falcons offensive coordinator and he blew a 28-3 lead to the Patriots? Do you think it's kind of similar to that? And in what sense?
I mean, it is similar to that, just in the way that, yeah, I mean, I get it. You get content after you have a 10-point lead, but you have to think the Chiefs came back from what was it, 28-point deficit versus the Texans and a 10-point or 12-point deficit versus the Titans. So, yeah, in my opinion, with that Chiefs playoff run, you can't really get content with any lead. And that just goes to show, I think he did get pretty conservative with the way he was playing. And so,
from a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy,
I don't think it's all Jimmy G's fault. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had a couple picks, but so did Mahomes. I think he just, in his head, I just think he thought he had it under, like, in the bag. So, he got complacent and thought he didn't have, or thought he had it, so.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick.
I disagree with how people are like bullying Kyle Shanahan on the topic. Like, he's not the guy playing out on the field. Like, he's not the guy executing stuff. His players are. But it's like, I feel like he could have called a few more runs if he was the one behind the scenes doing it, which he's, kind of really is. But yeah, being the head coach and all that.
I have one question for you though. If the 49ers win that game, who do you believe gets MVP?
I believe they win that game.
Repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Let me take a look. I believe they give it to Jimmy G. They win that game. I'm going to go to the QB.
I agree.
Jimmy G late in the fourth quarter had a pass that could have kind of daggered the game, iced the whole thing, and Emmanuel Sanders burned like 2 Chiefs defenders, and then Jimmy G just overthrew him, and that was kind of it after that.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the
Do you think that pass right there bagged or would have bagged the game?
Yeah.
Or do you think that pass right? Because I mean, the Chiefs still won, but here let me check the exact score.
Yeah, I believe that would have bagged the game. And iced it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
So the Chiefs won by 11. So do you really think that that would have iced the game? Because that's only one more touchdown. That's 27-31 is what the game ended up being. And the Chiefs still on top right there. Or do you think it's more of a confidence thing, or they wouldn't have scored those last 2?
That's a good point. I think it was like more of a momentum thing. Because after that drive, they felt kind of done. After that play, because there was still a 4th down left, but they didn't convert. So yeah, after that play, I feel like it kind of killed the momentum and stuff. Which momentum's not that hard to get back, but a lot of people, like analysts and stuff, say it is. But it's like the Chiefs had no momentum in the whole first half, and then they just clicked. Like even halfway through the third quarter, they were not looking good, and then they just clicked for the last 1.5 quarters of the game to close it out.
And then one more thing, do you want to go over the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship? Because in our last podcast we didn't do that because we did it right before the...
Let's do it. Let's do it. So we're going to cover
the Chiefs versus the Titans, and then it would be the 49ers versus Packers.
Right. Yeah, let's go Chiefs-Titans first.
No, let's save that one for a second. Let's do the more boring game.
Sure. The score was... I'll give this one a second.
I'll give it to them.
Alright, the score was 37-20, NFC Conference Championship, January 19th, 2020. 119. And yeah, so they lost by, Packers lost by 17 points. As I expected it, Rodgers kind of looked like how Cam Newton looked in that one Super Bowl appearance he had. He kind of looked deflated and stuff halfway through the second half. Well, I feel like Rodgers kind of like gave up, really. I felt like he gave up in the second half. Because, yeah, the offense put up 20, but I felt like Rodgers started blaming his defense on the inside after allowing 37. And yeah, no, that was a really boring NFC Championship game. There was like no drama late. The 49ers just kept running the ball to end it. No.
There was barely any drama. It was more just a blowout. I mean, we sort of had a little comeback there at the end, but
yeah,
it was just too late for that.
What do you think about Jimmy G only threw the ball 6 times in that game? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, they won, so I mean, I can't really say too much about it, but I feel like they should have thrown the ball just a little bit more, especially to get them ready for the Super Bowl and get them passing game type situations.
Right, probably that. I agree. There wasn't really anything significant in that game to me. It was one of the most boring NFC Championship games, like, out of the last 5-6.
So now what do? We move on to the Chiefs-Titans?
Yep, we're going to move on to Chiefs-Titans, the AFC title game. So, after all the Tannehill hype, I thought, personally, in my opinion, I thought this killed all the Tannehill hype because he kind of got exposed a little bit. Even though the Chiefs' defense is more like towards the league average, kind of like an average defense, in my opinion. They're not really like an elite defense like the Niners. And Tannehill struggled against that. It kind of showed. And like Mahomes is a superstar, and that's when it just showed like Tannehill I felt like Tannehill's playoff run was kind of a fluke, even though he beat Brady and he beat Lamar Jackson and stuff like that. It's like that. Oh, didn't he? I could have sworn they did.
That was. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah. So it's the interesting. Yeah, go ahead.
So in my opinion, if you look at the stats, the Chiefs had the #1 defense in the NFL after Week 13, or Week 13 and after, which was the week right after their bye week, and the week right after their bye week. So I feel like they put some really good stuff during that bye week, and then just going after that, they had heck of a run. I feel like Derrick Henry, I don't think it was more of the Tannehill hype. I think it was the Derrick Henry hype they got really crushed. He had under 80 yards, I believe it was 72. And he had over like 120 throughout both those other games.
Yeah, I agree. I thought the Chiefs did an excellent job of neutralizing Henry. They held him, I believe, under 100. He had like 79 total yards, something like that.
Yeah, 72.
Yeah, it was in the 70s for sure. So he was held under the century mark, which I predicted in the previous podcast he would get over 150. So that's funny.
And then, what was the score in that game? Can we check that?
Yeah, Chiefs-Titans. So Chiefs-Titans, final score was 35-24, 119.
35. Oh yeah.
11-point game.
I honestly thought the Titans could have put out a little more of a fight. I think it would have been cool to see them in the playoffs, but I mean, I'm a Chiefs fan, so not really.
Yeah, Lions fan. So what's interesting was what I thought no one noticed was like the Titans took out what I thought was the biggest threats to Kansas City. They took out the Pats, Brady, the defending champions, and then they eventually took out Lamar in the next round, which was, he won the MVP, all the hype. To me, he took, like, the Titans did the Chiefs a favor and got rid of, like, those two threats. Because, like, I don't think anyone really thought that the other AFC teams were a real threat to them.
So, I say, now we go to draft predictions.
Yeah, let's go to draft predictions. So let me read you the top 5 in Mel Kiper's ESPN 2.0 mock draft. So I actually retweeted this today. It was pretty interesting. So this is how it goes. Mel Kiper's a dude who does a ton of mock drafts for ESPN stuff. So here's what he got.
This offensive line,
ESPN 2.0 Mel Kiper's mock draft.
It's been demonstrated time and time again.
We've got #1 overall for the Cincinnati Bengals. We've got Joe Burrow. That's who he predicts to end up over there. So what do you think about that one? Joe Burrow.
I mean, I can see. I don't watch a whole bunch of college football, so I don't know too much about it.
But you know the names.
Yeah, I know the names. I mean,
I think he'll go there.
Like a good pick. So.
Yeah, I think the Bengals are going to take him #1. Who do you think they'll take #1?
They will. I've been like watching stuff about like rookie quarterbacks, like 5-star and all that.
Line it up.
How they get put into like bad situations because I mean, if they're going to go #1 or #2, they're going to go from like the worst team that there are.
Right.
So I mean, I feel like he'll go to them, but I don't feel like he's going to be like a standout QB or a standout player until probably
a couple seasons. Yeah. No, I agree. Matt Stafford was put in that same situation. He went to the 0-16 Lions. They took him #1 overall in 2009. So he was the #1 pick in the draft. He's had a pretty good career so far. He doesn't have a playoff win yet, but he's trying to get that on his record, on his resume and stuff. #2. We got Washington Redskins taking Chase Young. What up? No, he does not have it. That's the flaw in his resume. He doesn't have a playoff.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. So #2, ESPN has. This is literally today's the most recent mock draft. So this is what a lot of people think. We've got Chase Young going to the Washington Redskins. What do you think they'll take him?
Here, you give your thoughts first. And
okay. I think they're gonna take him. I don't. I think like they feel Dwayne Haskins is good enough. I don't. They believe in him. They believe in him. That's what it appears to me. So I think they're gonna take Chase Young, probably the best pass rusher in the draft so far.
I agree. I think they're going to take him. The Redskins are not the best team that I've ever seen. I'm definitely not the worst. You got
Darius guys.
Darius guys. We play NBA 2K with him.
Yeah, we play 2K with Darius guys. He's on that squad.
He's pretty cool. The Chiefs' old quarterback, Alex Smith. He's coming back from injury. It's going to be questionable whether... I doubt that they're going to take a QB in the draft just because they have that one new QB who did decent during the end of the season. They have Alex Smith coming back. It's going to be a hard battle between getting them two.
But I'm gonna read the rest of these off real quick. Besides the Lions one, let me say that for last. So we got Giants having taken a corner named Jeff Okudah. Dolphins taking a QB named Justin Herbert. Chargers taking an O-tackle named Jedrick Wills. Panthers taking a D-tackle named Derek Brown out of Auburn. Arizona Cardinals taking an O-tackle. His name is Tristan Wirfs out of Iowa. So, and then the Jaguars taking an outside linebacker named Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson. And the Cleveland Browns taking an O-tackle out of Louisville, Nicky Beckton. So what I'm curious about, like, what's curious to me about that is, like, the Cardinals are like making a commitment to build the offensive line if they take the O-tackle there. Around Kyler Murray.
In my opinion, around Kyler Murray, I understand, but all these other teams, I don't see why you waste a first-round pick.
This mock draft, just telling you, this mock draft, it has 3 offensive tackles being drafted in the top 10. So what do you think about that?
I just don't see it. I mean, I know linemen are important and all, but it's like, do you have like an O lineman that is that good that you just need him like on your first round? I would say unless you have like 3+ first-round picks, I don't see you taking an offensive lineman.
I definitely agree. I don't think they're worthy of first-round picks in most cases, unless there's an exceptional talent available.
I play offensive lineman myself, so this is like just coming straight from me. And it's just offensive linemen aren't that special that you need a first-round pick. Second or third, I can sort of see. But I see most of the linemen going 3rd or 4th.
This is taken at the 3.
I agree with that. So, and then we got the interesting one is Isaiah Simmons, kind of like a Swiss Army knife to me. He's probably the best. I've got him as the best linebacker in the draft. And then the other interesting mention on here is Jeff Okudah, cornerback. I think he's gonna go top 5. And
who did they have him going to?
They got him going to the Giants at number 4, so I think he's the best corner in the draft, because I don't see any corners in the draft in the top 10 in this mock.
Yeah.
And then the last topic of this, do you want to talk after the draft, or is this the last topic?
I have a couple of things after the draft.
Sure, the last topic of this mock draft, ESPN has the Detroit Lions taking Tua Tagovailoa, quarterback out of Alabama, at number 3. So what do you think about Tua, and do you think he'd be a good fit on the Lions?
I think he'll be an amazing fit on the Lions, because he's not going into a team that's horrible. They just didn't have Stafford for most of the year. Hey, let him score. They're not going to. There's going to be, there's going to be a lot of question about it, but I see Stafford. Is this like one of his last years on the contract?
Right, this is like, I believe it's his contract year.
So I see him either getting traded or just retiring. He's pretty injury prone at this point. I feel like if they bring in Tua, he's not going to start. So
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's my opinion.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let him score right here.
Now a second timeout
what's your opinion on
by the defense.
I think he's going to be great. I think he's going to be like something between Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson. That type of talent.
Barkley will try to punch it in.
Yeah.
And he is in. Touchdown.
I think from the Lions, I'd rather, like, I'd be cool with taking him. Being a Lions fan, cool. I like him. He seems cool. But I'd rather.
Right here who gave up because that score. They might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Like I would rather
what looks like is going to be the game deciding
trade down, get an extra first-round pick, and take Chase Young, and we can still get a Kuda at like number 5 or 6. In my opinion. So I'd rather do that and stick with Stafford. But yeah, I wouldn't mind taking Tua. I think it's cool.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
And then, I think the draft combine will affect all of this.
It should be cool.
The offense now at the line,
like 40 times and all that. Do you think that NFL teams already have most of that stuff recorded? Or?
Yeah, I do, but I think stuff like it does affect it. Like I think that D tackle Derek Brown, he has a great combine. You know, where he could change things up a little bit. Like he could go maybe top 5 instead of top 10.
Tight end Kelsey for a big one.
Agreed.
And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play.
I think
as they
that's
just go
it,
from
honestly.
125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Okay. Now the rest of the stream will just be.
He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here.
We run on the second one.
And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
So speed differences. Plus 4, plus 8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is going to be incomplete.
Let's see how it's going in.
I mean, I locked them up for 2 points. I thought he was just going to get us a field goal and end it, or like just run the clock.
A pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary.
That's what I was trying to do. I just had to get a first down.
I think that was a risky pass he made. Should have taken the 5 and got out or something.
Playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go
I said in the stream.
they gave it a shot.